Typically, I don't wait till the very end to insert the images into my website, but I kind of forgot about it. So we're going to do this at the very end after we have all of our styles put in. So I'm opening my images folder, and I'm resizing that column so that I can actually see the names here. Okay, and the first one I see is my alignment.gif. So I'm going to go to my alignment page, and I'm going to put my cursor right here in front of this third paragraph. This is where I want it to go. Okay, so I'm simply going to drag that image and I'm going to drop it, and I can see where the cursor is, so I know it's in the right place. And of course, if it's not, I can always move it once it's in here. Okay, now when I click on it, there's some things that should pop up. Right here is the alt text, which I should have done when it first popped up. I'm not sure why I did not. And there it is. It also gives me the ability to resize it width and height, as well as I could go open it in Photoshop or crop it or change the brightness or sharpen it. So there's some things that I can do from in here, although I want to keep that to a minimum because I usually want to do that inside Photoshop. Now, when I inserted it, it left us a lot of blank space here, and that is because we have not yet aligned it. Dreamweaver used to have an alignment option here in the properties, but they've since gotten rid of that. So I have to go up here in my code, and this is again another reason why code is so important. I'm just going to do it right here at the very end. Whoops. Right there. Make sure it's inside the tag. I'm going to type in align equals, and normally it will start to once I start typing, it will try to guess what I'm doing. I'm not really sure why it didn't do that there. Typically it does. But anyway, I typed in align versus right, and then our image went over here to the right side. Okay? Then I'm going to go down. The background was the background down here. I'm going to go to, what is that color? Oops. And obviously if you double click, you see what it does. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Color wheel. So I'm going to go to the color page, and we have a few paragraphs. Where do I want to put color wheel? I think I'm going to put it up here. So I'm going to start, I'm going to put that there, and drag in color wheel to the very beginning, and I'm going to type in color wheel, and there it is. It's a large image. If I come down here into my properties, I can go to my width and I can make it, let's say 150, and it automatically resized the height to match, so it keeps it in perspective. I am going to also align this one to the right so that it moves over there. And I might make this a little bit bigger. Let me do 175. I think 175 might be a little bit better than 150. Okay. And then my next one is a contrast example. Okay. And I'm going to go to my contrast page. I want to put this, I'm going to put it in the second paragraph. This time I'm going to align it to the left though, to change things up. So it's going to go right here at the beginning. The image actually says contrast, so that's what I'm typing in. And I am going to go to my code, find that tag, and type align equals left. Make sure that left stays in quotes. There it is. Okay. The next one is, I think says no proximity. Okay. And the no proximity one obviously goes on the proximity page. Where is that? There it is. All right, so there's actually two that go here. There's an example of what it should look like, an example of what it shouldn't. So we're going to start off by putting the good one. Well, sure, let's put the bad one here. So I'm going to put in no proximity. I'm going to type in no proximity, and then I'm going to align this to the right. I'm not going to resize it yet, only because I'm going to get the other one in first before we figure out what size it should be. Okay, so I'm going to put the second one, which is down a little bit further here, proximity example. This is the good one. It's going to go, I'll put it there at the beginning of the third paragraph, and I'm going to type in proximity, and I'm going to also align this one to the right. Okay, and so now there they are. I'm going to look, okay, so this one is a little bit bigger, 265 by 214. This one is 230 by 169. So let me bring this one down to the same width, 230. And I think that looks better because that gives it a little bit of alignment there. Okay. All right. After no proximity, I had banner, proximity, repetition example. I'm going to go to the repetition page, and I am going to drag this into the beginning of the second paragraph, type in my alternate text, spelling it correctly, and this one I'm going to align to the left. Okay, and there it goes. Now I can control click and do a save all. I can go to my index page and just check as I go. Proximity, repetition, alignment, color, contrast, and typography didn't have anything either. Okay, so there you have it. There's how you put your images in, add the alternate text, align them, and change the size of them.